monitor this shit or whatever. But then you have the senators like, what is this thing? Does this have Wi-Fi? What exactly is Mr. Zhu Qingzhou? Qingzhou Xingzhu? Tell me what your company does. Are you watching my babies change? Are you turning my babies into my men into ladies and my ladies into men's? Is that what you're doing? Let's watch this guy here. I love Bespoke Post because I like giving people gifts that keep on giving. And what Bespoke Post is you get a box for somebody, box of awesome, and then it comes every single month to them. And the box is all kinds of unique things that they're into. And whether it's for you or a friend, you fill it, you take a quiz, and then the quiz could be like, they're going to basically be like, what are you into? And you could be into outdoorsman stuff or being a bartender, like drinks and cocktails or food or cooking or all kinds of stuff or athletics or whatever. And the box of awesome will just keep sending you really cool stuff based on your interests. And it comes every single month. It's one of the most fun things. I give it to all my friends because it's a good way for them to remember me. And every single month they get a box. 90% of everything that comes in your box of awesome is from a small up and coming brand. It's free to sign up and you could skip a month or cancel any time. So you're not like locked in to the 12 months, okay? They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. To get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right box of awesome for you. I took a quiz, and then Box of Awesome just sent me nail filings. It looked like people's nails that people had bitten off their nails, and it was just a box with nail filings in it and a lighter that didn't really work. But so that's interesting. I don't know what I said in the quiz that Iris got that. But it was like one of those things where I was like, they kind of know me. Boxofawesome.com, enter the code Tim Dillon at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, enter code Tim Dillon for 20% off your first box. Boxofawesome.com, code Tim Dillon.
Does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Yeah.
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I may not understand the...
So if I have a TikTok app on my phone and my phone is on my home Wi-Fi network, does TikTok access that network?
It will have to access the network to get connections to the internet, if that's the question.
Is it possible then that it could access other devices on that home Wi-Fi network?
Congressman, we do not do anything that is beyond any industry norms. I believe the answer to your question
Are you getting to the toaster or not? Can it fuck with the toaster? Yes or no? I'm asking you a direct question, Zhao Qing Zhao Jing Zhu Bao Yo. Let me ask you a question. Our kids were doing great before this app came along. They were shooting up schools and doing heroin. At least TikTok's getting them to dance. Right. At least TikTok's getting the kids to dance. I'm not saying it's a good, but it's funny that like we're blaming. It's China. It's always Chinese people, the Russians or the Chinese. Every problem in America has to do with Russians or Chinese people. Nothing has to do with American government, parenting, value systems. Everything is something that came from China or Russia to fuck us all up. Everything was going great with the American youth before TikTok. Everything was going swimmingly well with America. It's not our education system, which is a joke. It's not a value system that, tells kids that money's that, all these new influencers. I saw Ethan Klein was talking to one of them, debating one of them, all these like crypto influencer kids who are like 24 and they're into Jesus, but for a little time they talk about God for a couple of minutes and then drop shipping for 90 minutes, like primarily drop shipping, a little bit of God, and it's all about I made millions of dollars fucking drop shipping and fucking for God. That's for God. That's why I did that, because God was like fucking. You go to the gym great, go to the gym, but like this new thing now where like our children are becoming like psychopaths. We're like watching these kids become like sociopaths. They're like, God told me to trade Luna. And I did. And I have 7 cars, like Jesus said. And you're like, okay. So again, and maybe that, I don't know, but some people like that. Some people think that's good. They go, well, that's, the TikTok is helping our kids. It's helping our kids become motivational speakers. I don't know. I'm not saying that TikTok's a universal good. Okay. The TikTok CEO is like, hey, this is nothing. We just want to go to war with China. We're just trying to go to war because our economies are like literally the news last week was like, the banks are not it anymore, folks. They're going down. The banks are, and then this week they're like, the problem is China's TikTok. That's the problem. And TikTok, I'm not defending. I don't think it's a great idea to have kids on social media all day. I don't think that's a phenomenal move, right? Like, I don't think it's great. Like, but I also think like this myopic view where we look at like this company and say, this is corrupting our children and ignore the poison food and we ignore like so many other things. And again, I don't care. Ban it. I don't have any followers. It doesn't fucking bother. It doesn't fucking bother me. You can all fucking don't ban podcasting. Don't ban YouTube. Don't do that. But I love the things that they think are like universally good. You know, like universal good. You know, I don't know. It's like so. TikTok collects, I think, roughly the same type of information as Facebook and Twitter. That's what they claim. They're saying like, hey, you know. That's a lot of like data. It's the information about the videos you watch, comments you write, private messages you send. And so here's what they think it's doing. Play the kid up who identifies as a hawk. This is what they're worried about. They think that China, and by the way, maybe China is doing it. I don't know. They're saying that China is pushing these weird theories or whatever. So this is why they worry about people getting radicalized on TikTok. This is a person who is, I don't know if this is real. I don't know anymore. I don't know what is and isn't real anymore. So if I play this and then you comment, this is actually a practical joke, I'll go, life is a practical joke. I don't know anymore. This is a person that is claiming to be, I believe, a hawk, which is kind of cool. Now, what people are worried about is maybe they think, and maybe this is true, China is making our children into hawks. So let's watch this.
My name is Horace, and I'm a red-tailed hawk. In our world, I do have the body of a hawk, but while fronting, I consider myself a Therian, because I am in a human body, but my identity is still a hawk. Not all animal alters will identify this way, and I am, in fact, the only animal alter in our system who does